Oh. Hello, welcome to the stream. Uh, Plug in my laptop. Oh, you can't see that anyways. That's okay. Plugging it in, opening it up, so I can monitor the chat and whatnot. How you doing? Oh, let's see this. This Hazop set. Everybody's mad at this because it's always been in the game. It's like a default set. And it costs $20. Or it's historically been a default set, rather. On the bright side, they said they're going to be reworking the Tenrai event, right? Oh, you can't see this. Sorry. I forget it's on my screen, but not yours. On the bright side, they're going to be reworking the Tenrai event. They said they're going to be getting rid of excess challenge swaps and all this stuff that just isn't like armor or emblems or uh, coatings, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. You know, they made a mistake, which is probably partially their fault, but also like a lot of it is probably uh, people above the developers, marketing teams and whatnot, saying like, big company, this is our cash cow, right? So they're thinking that they can monetize the fuck out of it, especially since it's a free game. But 343 has said that they're going to be changing stuff, so all we can do now is just wait, give them the benefit of the doubt, and hope that it gets better. And if it's not, well, then we address it when that happens. Or if that happens, rather. This winter contingency, the event is starting in like 5 days, so that's pretty neat. You want me to restart Steam again? Okay, I just updated that. It's popping up on my screen. Yeah, I got. Don't care. Stop. I don't. Steam. Stop. Um. ODST helmet looks weird. There's my Spartan. But I wish they would add a random core, like on the left over here or something, somewhere. Because like we got at least these two, I think, are really cool. In premise wise, like I can customize them. I wish I could just random, because it's like I'm either choosing this one or this one. I'm not really using this one because it's so basic. I haven't even unlocked yet. There's really no customization. I think you get the shoulder. I think I got one shoulder. Right? They take it away from me. There was something you unlock in the last battle pass, I thought. Okay, well, either way. I could have swore that I unlocked the shoulder. Whatever. Either way, everybody's Tenrai armor looks the same unless they paid for it. Or Yoroi armor, rather. So it's like I gotta choose between these two, and most of the time, like I bought this. So I usually run that. Because I paid for that. Anyways. Enough rambling. I've given everybody enough time to join. Oh, whoops. Let me put the thing in the Discord. What a beautiful game. Like, what a scenic thing to load into. Where are we at? Yeah, we're on the repository. And then I came out and I was fighting down over this way and I died and I was getting tired, so I just stopped. But honestly, what a beautiful game. I'm gonna go down this little peninsula and see what's over here. Ooh, crackling. I don't think I can break this, but it's just, I think that's just like a little monument to Atriox. I mean, there's a bunch of those all over the place. Little sleeping bag, rocket launcher. Foundations of the ring repairing itself. It's quite a marvel that it can like be this huge superstructure and then a little piece breaks off. You know, it's like a ring. It's supposed to be like spinning and stuff. At least I always thought they would like rotate a little bit over time. It's kind of impressive that it can move and, you know, still keep itself together like this. A technological marvel. Not unheard of for the Forerunners, of course, but nonetheless. Alright. There's where I came out of. I can't wait to like go through this and find all the things that I'm missing, go back through areas that I was at. Like yeah, Spartan cores and all that stuff, but audio logs and everything, and then I want to listen to all the audio logs in order. I wonder if I get them in this playthrough. Like, the skulls, I think, are, like, perma-unlocked. I wonder how much is perma-unlocked. Or at least I'm pretty sure I heard the skulls were perma-unlocks. He'll find a way to repay us for this. He promised, or repay me for this. Yeah, I think so. It's only an 8-hour campaign if you rush through it. If you don't do any of the side quests. I've been doing all the side quests and they say it's a 30-hour or 20 to 30 hours if you do the side quests and stuff. I've done 2 7-hour streams, so that's 14 hours. If I do another 7-hour stream, I think I'll finish. But I think I've done everything pretty quickly. Like I wait. I don't just automatically go off and do a side quest. I wait until I get a bunch of them and I do it in a little circle real quick and then I go on. I think I've done it pretty efficiently. So yeah, I think I'm gonna finish it. Which is an up because I finished like Halo 3 and Halo 4 in one stream. And I was doing 4 or 5 hour streams. So, you know, the fact that it's taking me 3 streams even is pretty good for me. It's pretty good in my book. Yeah, I mean, Outer Wilds took more streams, but Outer Wilds is a puzzle game. This isn't more of a puzzle game, you know? This is still an FPS. Even like Cold War, when I did the stream of the campaign on there, that took like only 2 streams. And they were shorter ones. I'm pretty impressed with the campaign. I think it's really fun. Of course, I love the music. Oh. Dun, dun. I like the subtle designs with the Wraith. It's hard to see the front and how it moves because it's vision based. So wherever my camera looks, like I can't look at the front of the thing. But when I boost, the fronts come in. The front black pieces there. They come in a little bit to make it like more streamlined, less drag. The little details are really nice. There we go. Oh, good, another tank. Much rather have a Scorpion. Ooh, red hunters.
That's it. The House of Reckoning. I was right. It really is a suitably ominous name. How do we get in there?
We fight.
I really think this is the Palace of Pain. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. The Palace of Pain is where Faber the Master Builder tortured ancient humans to learn the secrets of the Flood by infecting them with the Flood and trying to dissect them and figure out why the Flood wasn't infecting them as purely as it was the Forerunners. And it's just because the Flood was only using humans as a necessary step rather than the end goal. The Flood wanted to punish the Forerunners for their sins. But humans were just a necessary step in attaining that goal, so there was no malice. Well, not quite, but I mean, there was a lot less malice. Humans were not ready to be tested like the Forerunners were. Yeah. I just like that. Like the open world, I think works very well. It's so nice that I can create any engagement in any way, rather than just like have the weapons that I had in the previous mission or whatever, or whatever weapons I spawn with. Like I can go, and if I don't like the weapons I'm given or have, I can just go to one of these fobs over here and just pick up weapons I want. I can go to one of these things. I can fast travel to it. I guess I can't right now, but you can fast travel to it and then pick up whatever weapons you want, and then just get a vehicle and come right back. You can spawn with a tank and then just wipe out any area, or you can do it with the grapple hook or the wasp like I was doing earlier. The Halo Twitter account fucked up. They said they called it a Hornet, which is the vehicle from Halo 3 that the wasp replaces. So that was funny. That created a lot of speculation. A lot of people theorizing in the comments, but I think it's just a classic case of a business fucking up. Wow, 2 shots to take that out? Damn, they amped the damage on these bad boys. That's for sure. Get fucked. This is an ongoing mission, right? Is there anything that I have to collect? No. But yeah, I think I'm approaching the narrative end of the story. Like, I could be completely wrong. Like, this could be the halfway point. And I kind of hope it's the halfway point, but narratively, this feels like I'm getting towards the end of the game. I hope I'm wrong, to be honest. I love playing this game. I'm actually going to enjoy doing, like, loot collection at the end. Going back and finding all the collectibles and all that stuff. I'm going to enjoy that just based on how fun the gameplay is. Get fucked, bro. And these Marines not even wearing armor is always a nice touch, like the ones you rescue. But when you go back to a camp, they're like re-armored up and everything. It's a nice little touch. And these guys don't fuck around. Oops. These guys are like straight up unkillable.
The bridge is down. Looks like the controls are up on that platform.
Who opened the door for me then? Is this what you might call an ambush? I am shrubbery, not grass. Oh, what am I? I am foliage, not trees. What am I? Come on, you can do it. I am
Okay.
bush.
We're expected.
It's a Young Justice reference. Oh, I guess this is more of a banished facility. This isn't a Palace of Pain. I guess I didn't really look at it too closely.
I mean, it's a trap, right?
Unfortunate.
It's definitely a trap. Are you even listening?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ready when you are, Chief.
Dude, look at that! Bro! It was like a 15-foot fall this guy just tanked. Look at that! Maybe even 20. These guys are just dropping off like it's fucking nothing. Homie just walked it off, holding a rocket launcher, and then he climbed into a fucking tank. This guy's insane. Oh yeah, another reason I think I'm ending is because I finished all the other islands over here. And this is the last like section of island. I mean, I guess there's this, and then this this little one looks like it's sectioned off, so maybe there's something there. And then this little bit, but this mission here not having, I guess this one did, but this mission not having any collectibles makes me think, you know, like there's this, and then this is the end right here, and then I guess there's this section. I don't know. I think there's enough for me to do a couple hours worth of stream, like 3 or 4 hours worth of content here.
Where
But
is he?
Unknown. There's an unusual signal up ahead. Maybe that's him.
yeah, I think I finished tonight. I don't know. I would consider this pretty long for not only just a Halo game, but for an FPS. Yes. So no more in the game. I mean, there's the collectibles. There's going to be story DLCs at some point. I'm sure it'll change as they add new weapons. And, well, change. Kinda. Not really. How long have I played so far? I have 14 hours worth of stream behind this already. Yeah, I mean, it's really good, but I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I think I'm gonna finish tonight. Because a lot of the reviewers were saying it was only 8 hours long. Oh, I don't know what this is. If I had to pick where the game is gonna end, it's gonna be right there. That's my guess. But I've done everything else. I mean, there's only this little bit in the map. We know there's gonna be story DLCs. They're gonna add more weapons eventually, so maybe they'll make their way into the campaign here, which will change the gameplay loop a little bit. I mean, who knows? They might add more enemies. There's going to be story DLCs eventually, but they're going to be working on campaign co-op. Well, right now they're working on multiplayer customization, like redoing that and redoing the monetization. Then campaign co-op should launch with it was supposed to launch with Season 2. They already delayed Season 1 to 6 months rather than 3 months like it was supposed to be. So we'll see if they delay it any further or if campaign co-op isn't going to launch with Season 2. And then Season 3 was supposed to have Forge. And then after that point, I guess we'll start seeing story DLCs. So in a year or so, we'll see a story DLC, I think. That would be my guess. And that's a general or a generous estimation. It might be closer to like a year and a half to 2 years before we see a story DLC with how much work that they want done in the multiplayer and stuff. Yeah, 8 hours, but 8 hours of just rushing the campaign, no side quests, and I've done all the side quests. Is she gonna be the first precursor that we see? We are returning. And then they called her the Zytan or Xylan? Something like that. XY something. I forget what Cortana called her. I wonder if she's gonna be the first precursor that we see in game. That'll be interesting. Hello. Just gonna keep throwing this down so I get the achievement for 50 uses. Do not let up, break him. I hope this room is harder in Legendary. This is pretty easy right now. Maybe it's just my immense skill, you know. Oh, I don't know if you've played multiplayer recently, Jude, but they did add Fiesta back as a permanent mode, and a Slayer-only game mode, a free-for-all, and a new version of SWAT.
I think that's it. We should keep moving.
If I have an extra... He said he wasn't going to be able to go. I would have bought him a ticket. Let me see if I can get another one real quick, I guess. Yeah, I would have bought him one. Fuck. You just get this fucking... I guess you can't even... Yeah, there we go. It says gathering ticket data, and it did that for like 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna... I'll have it started. Yeah, I'll grab another one real quick. I mean, I'm here taking on the Banished, aren't I? I'm pretty sure I'm winning. Can I say the same? Yeah, I think I could, actually. In the face of insurmountable odds, I'm still winning.
Death changes people. It forces you to look at yourself, make a choice.
And what did he choose?
Same as I would. Fight.
Man, the fucking tax on this. I've made 3 separate purchases.
Do you recall the siege of Balkanar? One settlement held out against my forces for 19 days. They fought well to the end. But their fate was sealed from the start.
Ugh, I have to get my card number because I tell it not to remember my card. But I guess I'll fucking tell it to remember since everyone keeps asking me to fucking buy him tickets. This is the second time on stream I'm buying movie tickets to this goddamn movie. Is Junior? Are you talking to Junior right now? Is he in the stream? There we go. Complete purchase. Alright. There we go. Wait for my email to be sent and add it to my Google Pay wallet. But there we go. There's a new ticket for Junior. What does this do? What? Was that some secret? Oh, there was probably buttons that I had to keep activating for the I would have been your daddy goal. Where you had to jump through all the hoops. There's probably buttons I have to activate for secret stuff. Like that one, there was that one in that long hallway that I was in. On the gondola.
But about observing choice, reaction, fear.
Keep forgetting to throw that down.
A storm approaches beyond these walls. Each step you make is the ammunition I need to dismantle your spirit. Prepare yourself for the end.
I think skirmishers are females. I don't actually know. That's not for sure. But the way they were talking about them earlier, it seems like skirmishers are just the females of the species now. Which would explain, I guess, why they move and look and talk differently. I love using this thruster in multiplayer, because I'll be like, shooting at some dude, you know, I'm just like, blowing away at him over here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. I'm just shooting at some guy and I'll be like, boom, like that, and stay locked on him. And, yeah. Like, I just break their auto aim. He killed his own guy. Did you see that? Come here, you. Oh! Well, that's not good. For Atriox, for Yap Yap, for Mdama. That's funny. Okay. Yeah. Suicide grunts. That's fucking annoying. Okay, good. That's hurting them. Alright. So Skewer is the way to go against hunters. Ugh. Okay. Let me see. I'm being hailed on Discord. Okay. Shit. Oh. Hopefully that silenced my sneeze. Ugh. That hurt. Yep, Skewer's the way to go for hunters. Perfect. Perfect knowledge to have. Because I have that exploding Skewer. What you doing, big boy? Boom block! Bruh! Ridiculous. I don't know why it doesn't automatically pull me out of aiming. Whoops, that's not what I meant. Yeah, you're angry. I got it. There you are.
We did it. Well, you did it.
This world, looping, repeating, forever. Is it a symbol of life, or a cruel joke by the Forerunners?
Are we just gonna get to a boss fight with Escharum and he's gonna fucking drop dead? Okay, I think everything's established.
There struck infinity. First, Dreadnought came from the side. In the chaos that followed, you hardly had time to notice the other three bear down on you. Know how long
Is it loud?
it took us to neutralize your greatest ship? 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, the Infinity, mankind's finest achievement, became a memory.
How sad. The Infinity was like humanity's last hope. It was the like pinnacle of human technology. The engines were Forerunner in nature. I mean, they just took technology. Yeah, it was going crazy because it was like a battle scene. But anyways, the Infinity was like a bunch of Forerunner tech, reverse engineered Forerunner tech, human and Covenant cooperation. Like it was the last safe place since Cortana sent a Guardian to Earth to neutralize it. It was the last safe place of humanity, and the Banished took it out in 4 minutes.
The end approaches. But first, a last surprise.
I'm gonna stand right here so I don't trigger anything.
The Spartan is close. The end approaches. These may be my last words. Fight, my banished brothers. Never surrender. Never fear. Whatever the outcome, we will prevail. Under his armor, he is just flesh. Human. Weak. If I fall, two must take my place. We rise to face the challenge. Blood sacrificed for victory. For the banished.
Did it not have good defense? Well, it does. It's got lots of guns, big scanners and everything. It's just that's a testament to how strong the Banished are. The Covenant it was Isabel in Halo Wars 2 said the Banished were too dangerous, that the spirit or the Spirit of Fire should have just left, because the Covenant at the height of their power, the absolute peak, could not even attempt to quell the Banished. Not defeat them, just put them on the sideline long enough to defeat humanity to even give them a chance to fight them. They could not even quell their raw power. The Banished are that strong. Like some horror. Oh, we're gonna see Jaga here. This is gonna be Jaga's introduction. There he is. Oh! Ignite that sword. Ooh. Shit. There it is.
You'll die like the others, afraid.
Come here, big guy.
See you in the dark.
The active camo is really hard to see in this game.
Let us enjoy these final moments.
I guess I can do this. Ah, I killed myself. Oh shit. Damn.
The other Spartans died in disgrace, as will you.
There you are. Whoops. Shit.
Approaches.
Oh shit. Ugh. Oh damn. You die pretty fucking easy, bro. Elite Bloodblade. Is it the same guy you went against in the stream where you had to save the guy who died? The guy who's chained up behind a force field. The pilot? That was the guy that that captured the pilot. I'm trying to save the pilot right now. That is the goal of this mission. Yeager's cool because he's the first of the Silent Shadow that we fight. The Silent Shadow are notorious elite special units. They hunted down Spartan 3s all the time, and they were notable for using red energy swords.
Whatever the outcome, know this. The Banner control this ring. We came for war. 1,000 legions occupy this world. The Auditorium will give up its secrets. Your interference is just an irritation.
This guy's got some cancer or some shit. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's sick and dying. An elite blood blade. I mean, there's like non-canon uses in the Master Chief Collection because they just added these as a skin. Is he sick? Yeah, I think he's sick. I don't know with what or how or whatever, but he's sick. He's been slowly coughing more and more.
There he is. We need to get him out of that thing.
Oh man, I hope this is I really, really hope right here this has all been a play and Atriox is still alive and I have to fight Atriox right here. Big reveal time.
You shouldn't have come for me.
Microgravity wells are putting enormous stress on his body.
I told you that I would not kill him.
Leave me. Run!
We'll get you out of here.
No. You will try.
Chief, he's here.
I have no idea.
I'm here. This was never a trap. It is a test of metal. Our battle ends here.
Get him out of there.
On it.
Bear witness.
Oh, he's
Your
big.
Story will become legend, told by those that survive you.
All right, big boy. Oh, you're cheating. Oh,
Escherum's shield. Any damage you inflict on Escherum is transferred to Echo 216. The power's transmitted via a series of relays around the room. Let's see if I can... Got it. Relay's exposed. Destroy it.
where? Okay. Oh, it's in there. Fuck.
Relay's down, and so's his shield.
Escherum shield reactivated. Expose the relay.
Got it. Go. The shield's down. Now's your chance.
A little disappointed that it's not Atriox and that he's actually dead. Oh, this doesn't count as a plasma weapon? What is it? Hard light? Shock? Oh wait. No, it's power. Is there power refill? Oh, there's that. Hard light. No power refill?
Next relay's exposed. Take it out. And it's down. You know what to do. Final relay's exposed. Destroy it.
Oh!
That's it. Last relay destroyed. Echo 216 is safe, Chief. Escharum wants you to prove your legend. Time to prove it.
Come here, big boy. Oh! Shit. I should have turned around. Oh, do I have to do the whole thing? Mm-mm. Okay.
Next relay's exposed. Take it out. And it's down. You know what to do. Final relay's exposed. Destroy it.
Armor, nothing.
Echo 216 is safe, Chief. Escharum wants you to prove your legend. Time to prove it.
No, 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 no! Oh, no, 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 no. Diminisher of Hope. What a fucking cool name.
Did it. Help me get him out. Okay.
Watch, he just fucking dies anyways. Alright, tell us your name.
It's all we're done now, right?
You still got a powerful ass voice with that kind of asthma, bro. Just fucking rock him.
It's over.
Nothing ends.
Oh no, he's gonna do it with honor.
Inspire 1,000 others. Tell them I died well.
Damn, look how big his fucking head is.
I don't understand. You showed him respect. He was a monster.
Yes. But at the end, he was just a soldier. Hoping he'd done the right thing. Questioning his choices.
So is it over? Their leader's dead, right?
The intricacies of any action are complex.
What? What are you talking about?
There will be consequences. There always are.
What could be worse?
We need to move. The Harbingers at the auditorium. Whatever she's planning.
It's worse. I get it. Okay then. I have one question before we leave.
What is it?
Has anyone seen a pelican? Ow. What? What? I had a lot going on. I was busy.
I knew it was gonna be something like that. I thought he was gonna say, "Do you need a pilot?"
Are you ready? It's about to get rough. They're waiting for us. I think they're all waiting for us. Did you feel that? It's not too late to turn around.
Chief? Something feels... The silent auditorium. Oh no.
What is it? What's wrong?
I should have realized. That's not what it was called. I've been here before. This is where I locked her down. This is where Cortana died.
What do we call her?
Here, go! Did you hear me? We're here. You need to go now.
I told you, it's gonna be here. Come here, big boy.
Want me to wait?
Negative. Pull back.
What's this?
We'll be in touch.
Ooh,
You got it.
that was
We're
close.
waiting for the call. Try not to die. You hear me?
Ah, shit. If I use this right, I can just melee with it. Ah, shit. This is rough. Yeah. I should have swapped weapons. Alright.
You sure you're okay down there? Want me to wait?
Negative.
Jet. Get a nice view of Chief's boot, though.
You sure you're okay down there? Want me to wait?
Negative. Pull back.
We'll be in touch.
You got it. I'll be waiting for the call. Try not to die. You hear me?
bitch. Diminisher of hope. I hope I get access to use these at my fobs. No side objectives? Yeah, this is the end. It's not giving me valor and it's not telling me a side objective. Power seed.
I have seen your future, and I have learned there will be no more sadness, no more anger, no more envy. Please come find me.
See, the whispers where she says, please come find me, that makes me think that she is infected by the logic plague, because that would be around the time, that would be from her memories of being with the Gravemind. Did we finally get Cortana redemption?
I've been waiting for you to show up. What's the plan? Take me back to the Infinity for deletion? Halsey's gonna love that.
The UNSC is gone.
Atriox, how did you...
It's time to discuss the terms of your surrender.
And there we go. There's storages for indexed people, indexed races, species, etc.
Chief, I'm so sorry.
I mean, they have kind of made a big deal out of it. There's like monuments and shrines to them, but but I feel like we would have seen it by now, like in a flashback or something. Maybe that's what this is building up to. Fuck. I don't know how I'm gonna fight these guys. Oh shit. Hey there, big boy. Shit. Oh, sad. Oh, there's skewers right there. Well, now that's really fucking sad. Yeah, those ones, they fucking hit hard.
Are you okay being here?
No. Not really.
Chief opening up about emotions?
She was expecting you, but Atriox got to her first. You meant so much to each other. It can't be easy.
Oh, so we might see how Atriox dies then, right now. Okay, well, I'm definitely not going that way then. Oh, look at this. Little armory.
You need a weapon? Look no further. Stock up, Chief.
Really? You need a weapon? You think it's a bird?
Look around, Cortana. Your empire over. Your great plan ended at the hands of those who made you.
Not yet.
Oh, such confidence, such arrogance. Do you believe a savior will come?
Hey.
A Spartan?
John, the Master Chief will stop you.
He didn't stop me when I crushed his skull.
Okay, so this is after I was defeated. Well, Chief was defeated.
Oh,
You asked me if I understood the consequences of defiance. And what did I say?
you said yes.
And then I ask you the same question. Reflect on your choices, Cortana. Understand the consequences.
So how did she lose? She was literally a galactic power. She was playing with the entire Forerunner Ecumene at her fucking fingertips. How did we beat her? Because he said humanity brought her to her knees.
This place will become your home. This place will become too.
The entire armory of the Ecumene at her fingertips. She might have even had the fucking Janus key. She should have been fucking unstoppable. And at the end of Halo 5, it was looking like she was. They were so afraid to bring attention to themselves on Reach during Shadows of Reach because of how strong she was. And that only takes place like 6 months before this. See, that's why I don't agree with game devs like responding to criticism halfway through a story that they're making purposely mysterious. Like, they've clearly changed their plan from what Halo 5 was to make this game, to make it more likable to the fans. But now the story just doesn't make sense. There's no logical way that she should have lost. Thank you. Maybe it might have put her at risk to Atriox, but by that, according to Atriox, she had already lost. She already lost the Empire. She had thousands of Guardians at her fingertips. Thousands on Genesis alone. Okay. Can't wait to see you. But anyways, she had thousands of Guardians on Genesis alone. And one Guardian, as we know from, what the fuck is her name? The Monitor of Genesis. Exuberant Witness. One Guardian is enough to police a solar system. She had thousands on that planet, so we know she has the power. And not just the Guardians, but she would have had access to Forerunner Dreadnoughts that were... There's got to be more than the ones that were in Halo Wars. She would have had access to everything. She had access to the entirety of the domain. The entire basis of knowledge of every Forerunner, as long as there was a part of it that was damaged, so maybe some of it was deleted. Part of it was damaged during the firing of the Halo array, but it's clearly recovered. We thought it was completely destroyed, so there's clearly some knowledge there. There's no way Cortana should have lost. That should have been the end-all be-all. Like, the ideal story, based off of Halo 5, Chief dies. Chief tries to fight Cortana and she fucking kills him. That's the end of the game. That's what it should have been. I mean, I want to play Halo as much as the next guy, and I want Chief to survive, but there's no way humanity survives. The game should have ended on a down note. Cortana taking over. Halo's always been a story about hope, but there's no logical way that humanity beats Cortana. See, that line right there. He cornered me and wrapped me close. She's talking about the Gravemind. I fucking hope we see Mendicant Bias right now.
I have learned so much, Cortana. This ring is different. It has secrets within that I will have. This silent auditorium. Do you know its history?
Oh, say the fucking words.
Its true purpose?
Oh my god. No.
I have
Oh,
little
yes.
need for a failed god. This ring is all I need. Surrender it to me.
Tell me the true purpose. Oh. Cortana's not dead. Atriox may not be dead. The Harbinger is a precursor. The Palace of Pain. The Flood?
The memories. The data.
And the Gravemind.
More precise. More complete. It's like...
We're getting closer to where she died.
If she died.
But I was going to say deliberate. Like she wanted us to know something.
I refuse to believe characters are dead after the reveal of Cortana being the big bad for Halo 5. Oh, this one's a power ammo refill? Come on. The first one in the fucking game that I find, and it's after I got rid of the two best power weapons. I would have kept the fucking hammer if I knew there was a power weapon refill. I saw one in a loading screen, so I knew they existed. Whew. Forgive me, Lord, for what I must yabba dabba do. I'm telling you, man. Logic Plague. It's not a small theory. That's not something that I came up with. That's a theory that's been gaining traction for years.
Immediately. My earlier efforts to delete you were misguided. I thought you wanted to rebuild this installation, to restore it. But I was wrong. Wrong. Please hurry. The seal is almost broken. Nothing must not be released. You must stop.
They must not be released.
I am starting to get a bad feeling about all this.
I feel like they're trying to throw us towards the flood, but I don't think it's the flood. They call it the Endless. Call it the Endless, but I don't know why they wouldn't just call it the Flood if it's the Flood.
What I want to say is, I owe all the happiness of my life to you.
I don't know. They haven't said. That's one of the mysteries. Where's the hologram? See? He's saying again that humanity has foiled the plans of Cortana. It makes no logical sense to me how humanity would have beaten her. Oh, look, these are like... I didn't even realize that until I was like looking at it sideways like this. They're like priests and they're holding their hands out like this. I think they're alluding to the fact that the Endless might be Flood.
Understand the consequences.
Might be Flood, but I don't think it's Flood because they've also said that there's worse things than Flood on this ring. And I think that the Harbinger might be a precursor. I think they're finally giving us a name for the precursors besides Precursor. The Zytol or whatever they called her. Also, religious imagery, such as this. This is clearly a temple. Wait a minute. A temple. I believe the only other time a temple is mentioned is with Mendicant Bias. They don't really touch on religious symbolism too much. I mean, it's still there. It's there very much in the music. Is there more than one Harbinger? No, I think Harbinger is her title, but I think she, as her race, is the precursor race. Because she says that the ones that they couldn't control, they removed. And yes, the Forerunners killed a lot of people, but they never removed races. The only race that they removed were the precursors because they felt it violated the mantle of responsibility that they so wanted to uphold. And they killed the precursors because they were going to give the mantle to humanity. And this temple right here, this shit, that looks like Mendicant Bias. Oh, man, please fucking tell me.
Could I have insisted? Halsey made a copy. It was the only way. There's not much time. If Atriox takes control, he has the ring. A weapon pointed into the universe. Nothing left to lose. My fault. My stupid fault. Not much time. Will this work? There's a moment. John will make it work. He needs help. Of course. Was this your plan all along, Halsey? Or is it mine? It doesn't matter now. Nothing else matters.
See, she clearly had a revelation.
Got to work. He can't do it on his own. He needs me. He needs her.
She had some sort of revelation. I think that revelation, hopefully, is that she was under the effect of the logic plague and she purged it from herself using the domain.
It is time for you to make your choice.
I have. Thank you, Atriox.
You helped me.
You really did.
Would you humor me? If you knew how you were going to die, how would you live your life differently?
I would change nothing.
Honorable answer.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Making things right.
It was her. She destroyed the ring, stopped my deletion. Why?
Hmm.
If anybody could have saved me, it would have been you. Everything has gone from me on the certainty of your goodness.
There's a Halo 3 multiplayer map that looks very similar to this, and it's believed to be the final resting place on the Ark of Mendicant Bias.
We're here. This is where Cortana...
Sacrificed herself.
The Silent Auditorium. Forerunner, obviously. It appears to be... Oh no.
What is it?
It's a courtroom, a prison, a place of execution. All these things together.
To cover their sins, we stood silent, unable to speak as they passed judgment. We could not defend ourselves. We could not reason with them.
Something's sending a signal. Before you ask, I'm already tracking it.
Hear this, Forerunners. Your auditorium has fallen. The endless bound. Your sins undone. Today we return.
She's a precursor. She's gotta be.
What's she doing?
She's trying to open a connection between here and somewhere else on the ring.
Where?
You deal with her and I'll find out.
Bennett! Uphold your end of our arrangement.
Today we return, man. Your sins undone. It's gotta be.
There! I've intercepted the carrier wave from this transmitter.
I will do this myself.
Come here, bitch. You ain't got shit on me. My evolution was completed by the librarian herself.
Power through that one. This isn't good. The connection is sentient. It's searching for something.
Interesting.
I am but a messenger, reclaimer.
Ow. Oh, fuck. Ugh.
She switched transmitters, rerouting the power through that one. This isn't good. The connection is sentient. It's searching for something.
Today the Spartans die. Yeah, that's what Eshram said too before I kicked his fucking ass. It's red now.
It's switched again. It's found something.
What?
No idea, but I doubt it's good. Wait, there's something else here.
I fucking hope I'm about to get
Something's
answers.
helping me.
Helping. Oh, look at the twist on the music too. Oh, that was unintended, but I'll make it work. Okay. I can swing those fucking hammers so fast. Takes me forever to swing the hammer, but this guy, no. This guy swings at lightning speed. You want to see some real fucking speed?
Switched again. It's found something.
What?
What?
No idea, but I doubt it's good.
What?
Wait, there's something else here. Something's helping me.
Oh, it's probably the adjudicant, whatever his name is. Shit. Ugh. Ugh. Unintended. Ugh. Ugh.
There. Last one's down.
Come here, you big fucking bitch. I'm gonna put your bitch ass down. Completed the main campaign. I just got an achievement.
What you need. Tell them. I am sorry it took so long.
Who's she talking to?
Unknown. The signal's old? Like, really old.
My time is ended. Yours too. They will make sure.
We need extraction.
Of course you do. On my way.
The endless will return.
They couldn't just in time.
It's okay. You'll figure something out.
Of course I will.
They'll pair you with another AI. Maybe even another Cortana model if Halsey lets them. It won't be me. But you know that, right? But that doesn't matter.
It's just another Echo. She's right, John. Just another Echo.
Sorry, I'm messing with you. I just had a feeling that's what she would say. Do you see what I see? So much potential. I'm sorry. I didn't have long to plan this. A few milliseconds, really. I hope it worked out. Look at us. We just keep saying goodbye, don't we? But this isn't an end. It's a chance to make amends, to rectify mistakes. And it starts here. I was wrong. I thought that I could do this on my own. But I forgot that the whole point of all of this, the entire reason that I chose you in the first place was that we were supposed to be a team. Perfectly suited, perfectly matched, perfectly perfect. In these final moments, I know what my last mission is. I need to make sure you two learn from my mistakes. Become stronger because of them. I chose well, Master Chief. I really did. Now, it's up to you. Are you all right? I don't know what to say.
Scratch that. We need to get out of here. Like now.
Options?
I'm thinking. Yes, I know. Think faster. Maybe there's a way to...
Was that you?
Would it help if I said yes?
Probably.
But we don't know where it's going, or even if it's going anywhere.
Any other suggestions?
No, but this is a really bad idea!
Defeated the Harbinger, confronted the truth.
Let's not do that again.
I did try to tell you it was a bad idea.
On the other side of the ring?
Your beacon just appeared out of nowhere. Oh, I thought I lost you. Where did you go?
Echo 216?
Stay put. I'm coming to you.
Where are we?
Chief, I think the better question is when are we? I don't know how, but we've been gone for days. 3 days, to be precise.
And the third ring is broken.
It's different than the others.
The Banished and the Harbinger were looking for something that was never found. Why would the Forerunners hide something and throw away the key? Doesn't that scare you?
No. You?
Of course not.
Is anyone going to ask me what I think? I guess not. Get inside, big guy.
Sorry.
Oh, he almost hugged him.
Really happy. So, what do we do now?
We finished the fight.
Yes, sir. The Banished still control the rest of the ring.
Wait. I know this is weird, given all that's happened, but
What? What is it?
She's gonna ask him what his name is.
Your name. We can't keep calling you Echo 216.
He's gonna say fucking Johnson.
Can't.
Oh, damn.
Esparza. Fernando Esparza.
Damn.
It's nice to meet you, Esparza. Fernando
There
Esparza.
was a whole
Good work, Sophie.
huge fucking Reddit theory that this guy is Johnson's son.
What about me?
What do I call you?
Any ideas?
Well, do you think it would be okay? You're sure?
You get to choose your name.
Then I think I might have the perfect one.
All right. Here we go. Get ready.
Are we just meant to assume that it's Cortana? Oh, I love this music. I'm still left with a lot of questions, but I will address it in a minute. We get to... We'll start looking up stuff in a minute, but I want to enjoy the music. I might actually get in trouble for playing the music. Let me see. Let me go check my YouTube. I got copyright strikes on my Halo 4 playthrough. Dun, 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 dun. No problems. Alright. I'm gonna assume it's safe for me to play the music. Yeah, there might be an after credit. I made that in good time. I haven't even hit 2 hours yet. I thought there was gonna be a little bit longer. Forge environment art. I was really hoping he was gonna say Johnson. I was really hoping that Reddit theory was gonna be true. It was the whole thing where Johnson had like a girlfriend in Contact Harvest or something, or some girl that he just like slept with. I was really hoping he was gonna say Johnson. It was a whole Reddit theory. Let's see. I think I had the Reddit theory saved because I was like, oh man, if this is true, it's gonna fucking blow up. Let me see. Let me find my. Profile saved. For pilot identity theory. Here we go. There was a whole thing about like Johnson, because in Halo 2 he was 70 years old. He died when he was somewhere between 70 and 75 is how old Johnson was when he died. Got that Project Orion Spartan 1 extra long life. So when people say Chief is like old when he's like canonically only like 40 years old right now, Johnson was still leading the charge front end. And let me turn this down. Turn it down in the stream. I'll just turn my headphones down. So when people say Johnson was old, or when people say Chief was old, and he's getting older, he's dying, or he's gonna die, stuff like that. I think Cortana should have killed him. I don't there's not enough information about Cortana and why she had this change of heart. She had some sort of realization. Because at the beginning of the game, she was still the Halo 5 evil Cortana. But right now, like as we just saw, she was not evil anymore. She like came to terms. She had some realization that made her do a 180. Go back, and she was reflecting on all that pain that she went through. She has to have understood. She has to have seen something that saw that like this behavior that she had was not her own, that it was the logic plague or something, and something showed that to her and she was able to purge it. There's so many hints to it, and the iconography and everything, it looks like the temple of Mendicant Bias on the Ark, the final resting place of Mendicant Bias, where he sat for 100,000 years reflecting on his actions and finally overcame the logic plague and wanted to help humanity reattain the mantle, or reattain the position to get tested for the mantle. And the test for the mantle is the Flood. But again, she says, Cortana, multiple times, there are worse things than the Flood on this ring. So we know not only are the Flood on this ring, just like in every other Halo ring, because they were stored on the ring as a way to study them, to hopefully find a cure for the Flood. They wouldn't eradicate them because that violated the mantle. The Flood, of all things, they wouldn't eradicate because it violated the mantle. They kept them alive for study to cure them. So then the Harbinger saying that the Forerunners destroyed her race. Not just like tamed it and reset it biologically like they did with ancient humans. Destroyed, removed, killed, whatever words she used, because she changed them. To my knowledge, there was only one race. I mean, this could be a whole new thing that they're adding. But to my knowledge, she has to be Precursor. But anyways, as I was saying, for people saying that Chief is like 40 years old and he's gonna remove from service or whatever, Sergeant Avery Johnson right there died at 70 to 75. Homie looked great for his age, so Chief can do even better. But there was a character, Jalan Al-Signi, homeworld the Cygnus system, presumably New Jerusalem, and her notable fact is that she has a relationship with Avery Johnson. Al in Arabic is a definite article meaning the. It often prefixes Arabic proper nouns. People say that the pilot looked Arabian in the mid-30 range when one of the first trailers came out. His name is Pilot. His name was kept hidden. Let me see. Is there anybody named Esperanza? Or what was the pilot's name? He said Esperanza, right? Wiki. So the two learn that Cortana was captured by Atriox after the weapon locked her down. Upon realizing that Atriox intended to use the ring, she destroyed herself and damaged the Ada Halo, while also preventing the weapon from being deleted so that she can continue to assist the Master Chief in Cortana's place. A final message left behind by a remorseful Cortana says goodbye to the Chief, urging him and the weapon not to repeat her mistakes and become stronger than them, or become stronger from them. Chief defeats the Harbinger and he's unable to stop her from contacting someone regarding the Endless. Afterwards, the two reunite with Echo 216, resolving to continue the fight against the banished presence on the ring. Echo 216 reveals that his name is Fernando Esparza. Master Chief tells the weapon to choose for a name. Master Chief tells the weapon to choose a name for herself, as Cortana had done before her. She says that she has decided on the perfect name for herself, but what it is isn't revealed. Okay. It says in a post-credit scene, so I read the first word and I'm not doing it. So we'll do that in a second. So his name is Fernando Esparza. Does he have any relations? Affiliations? United Nations Space Command. Is he really not related? So I guess he'll probably be expanded on later. But yeah, his name is... I guess he's just a completely new character. It's cool though, because if you get the limited edition controller, the charger for the controller says Echo 216 on it. It's a little nod to him. So I can only assume that he's going to be important moving forward. I mean, he was important throughout the game, but I can only assume they'll expand upon him. Yeah, the Zalanin. That was the word. It was Z-A-L-A-N-Y-N. There's only one mention of it on the wiki here. Zalanin. Species, the Halo wiki. No, Zalanin, also known as the Endless, an advanced race whose members were imprisoned by the Foreigners on Installation 07. So the Endless are the Zalanin, whatever the Harbinger is. She's a Zalanin. Members imprisoned by the Foreigners on Installation 07 due to their ability to survive the effects of the Halo array. They're Silixes. The Silix is a genetic repository used by the Foreigners to store and catalog index specimens, functioning as instrumental tools for the Life Workers Conservation member. Silixes were mainly used to protect population samples in order to later reseed life in the galaxy after the activation of the Halo array. So it's exactly what I thought they were when I first saw them. Silixes take the form of large slabs with stylized hard-light carvings depicting the type of specimen that resided within them. While their main purpose was to facilitate the repopulation of the galaxy, in some cases the Forerunners used Silixes as prisons for entities that were deemed to be a threat. Silixes within Installation 07 contain species such as humans, Sangheili, Jiralhanae, Ungoi, in addition to the Harbinger and Endless. There's also a Kigyar one. I didn't see any Hunter ones, funnily enough. We saw the Harbinger Silix opened at the beginning. And we've seen these in lore before. During one of the terminal cutscenes in like Halo 2 or 3 or something, we saw Ancient Ungoi being released from Silixes onto Balaho after the Great Purification. So during the reseeding, we've seen a Flood Silix. Okay, there's a Flood Silix somewhere in this game. Somewhere hidden in the game, there's a Flood Infection form Silix. So that's pretty neat. List of appearances. Halo Legends is the first time they appeared, and Infinite is the first time they've appeared in a game. Okay, Despondent Pyre is the main monitor. Oh. The origins of the Xalanin were unknown, but they were one of the sentient species that were extant during the fall of the Forerunner civilization. They were not indexed by Forerunners prior to the firing of the Halo Array. And after the activation of the Halo Rings, the Xalanin inexplicably survived. During the century after the firing, the Xalanin were discovered alive and well by Forerunners, much to the latter's confusion. So I guess they're not precursors, which is unfortunate. The Forerunners and the Xalanin arranged a parley between delegates from the two species, with the Installation 07 taken into range of the Xalanin homeworld. The Forerunners deemed the Xalanin to be a threat and decided that the Xalanin were to be sealed on Installation 07, with some members subjugated for study at the Silent Auditorium on the Ring. The Grand Edict charged Installation 07's monitor, 117649 Despondent Pyre, with guarding the Xalanin's prison and assigned offensive bias to the Ring to aid this. And they've only appeared in Halo Infinite, so I guess they're just a new race that they're going to be moving forward with. So perhaps a DLC is going to be the Xalanin. If you're able to go back, you have to head a certain area. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's what you were talking about earlier. That's probably what was in that TikTok that I thought spoiled the game for me. But yeah, I mean, we all know the Flood is going to come back. I just didn't want to watch that TikTok because I didn't want it spoiled for me. I was trying to avoid all spoilers. But, I mean, we know the Flood is going to come back. They already came back in Halo Wars 2, which only takes place a year before this. And it's very possible, well, I guess not really. It's not possible that it's on that other Halo ring. Maybe. That's the first time second time, quote unquote, but first time a full replacement has been made and released. So I don't think there's going to be any Flood on that ring on Installation 09. But every other installation, except for Installation 03 because it was destroyed, Installation 08 being the replacement for 03 also destroyed, and then 09. It seems weird that they would put Flood on there artificially. But all the other installations do have Flood. We know that. We know that the Flood outbreak is contained on the Ark, but it's not managed. It's not solved. There very well could still be Flood on Installation 05. The ring was never fired. The outbreak, we don't know if it's been managed completely. It's been years since we've seen that. It's been 7 years since we've seen it, but the Flood outbreak there could still be raging. We have no idea. At least I don't. Let's see. Are the Flood still active on Installation 05? Master Chief gets teleported off 05 and into High Charity, which he then boards the Dreadnoughts to get to Earth. After that, we never see 5 again for the rest of the series. In Halo 3, Master Chief fired 04B, also known as Installation 08, but that only destroyed the Flood in the vicinity of the Ark. That still leaves those Flood left on Installation 05. Since 5 is never revisited, I'm wondering if the Flood is still loose. That's a Reddit question by H410M. He's saying Halo Master with lead speak. So apparently the Shadow of Intent with Artas Vadame, Artas Vadum, used the Shadow of Intent in the fleet to glass Installation 05. And similar to Ivanov Station in Halo 3, which was, or in Halo 4, which was orbiting Installation 03. It's studying the Halo ring for decommissioning. And in, to the best of our knowledge, this is an answer from some guy. AC Aknois Bay? I don't know. To the best of our knowledge, the comparatively minor outbreak featured in Halo 1, 2, and 3 has been contained, and in the War Games even, Spartans are being trained to exterminate outbreaks, the infection game would, because multiplayers can't. So the another person, Shotgun 5, says that the Sangheili glassed the ring surface after destroying any ships that have the slightest chance of being infected. And there's a quarantine around the ring, just to make sure that nothing gets off the ring. The Flood are still on the Ark. The last place they were ever supposed to be. Quite dangerous for it, but the Flood also the Ark has completely different Sentinels better suited for destroying the Flood. So that outbreak likely can and will be managed. I'm interested to learn more about the Xalanin. That's going to be pretty interesting moving forward, especially if they've been released now, which they might be? Question mark? We might get a DLC about that soon. In 2560, the Banished forces, under the leadership of its war chief Escharum, arrived at Installation 07. The Banished excavated Forerunner subterranean structures, eventually coming across the Silex that contained the Xalanin known as the Harbinger. The Harbinger was released from her Silex by forcing a human prisoner of war, Lucas Browning, to interface with her Silex. Upon release, the Harbinger allied with Escharum. She promised to help Escharum return the ring to its operational status, while Escharum would help her release her fellow Xalanin from the Silent Auditorium. The Banished excavated the conservatory, allowing the Harbinger to gain access to its interior and kill Despondent Pyre, stealing her data from her at the same time. Ultimately, Master Chief Petty Officer John 117 intervened, killing the Harbinger and preventing her from releasing the Xalanin. Oh, so I guess they haven't been released? Elsewhere on the ring, Silexes of other Xalanin, though with different appearance compared to that of the Harbinger, were found. That might be the end credit scene. Oops. So that might have spoiled it for me, but we'll stay. Ooh. Silent Auditorium. A courtroom, a prison, and a place of execution. All those things together. I would have thought that would be... Mendicant Bias, but I guess not. I guess it's just the Xalanin. Lots of new locations. I can't wait to learn more about this stuff. That's why I want to collect all the audio logs. What is the weapon's name? Yeah, there's no official confirmation on story DLCs, but with them promising this is going to be the next 10 years of Halo, unless they're going to be developing multiplayer for 10 years and unless they're going to be developing multiplayer for 10 years and not do any story DLC and just be working on the next game's campaign for 10 years, it's pretty obvious that we're going to be getting story DLCs. It looks like we're finally getting to the end of the credits here. But yeah, no word on the weapon's new name. I mean, she does say you think it would be appropriate or whatever, so it's like led to believe that it's Cortana, but Cortana is known galactically as a murderer, so be quite the mantle to be holding. I want to know more of Cortana's story and why she... Oh, here we go. There's Atriox's hand. Right? I think? Maybe? Okay, so that is a Xalanen Silix. That symbol is used a lot, I think. Yeah, it looks familiar. Or at least there's similar symbolism in like Halo lore. Yeah. I knew he wasn't dead. We would have seen it. There's no fucking way. There's no way they would have killed Atriox without us seeing it. They thought he died for whatever fucking reason. I think Escharum probably knew that he wasn't dead. But they had to play it up.
What I said. We finished the fight.
Oh, my controller turned off. Where is this? Is this the first area? Yeah. Outpost Tremonius. So, I fucking knew Atriox wasn't dead. I guess I have to accept that Cortana's dead. I have a hard time believing that, to be perfectly honest. Last time I accepted Cortana was dead, they released her as a fucking real-world smart assistant, and then she came back as the main villain next time. I have a hard time believing she's dead. There it is. Here's the Harbinger Silix. She was released from this. Seems like she would have had a hard time fitting in there, but yeah. I've always wanted to see what would happen if I tried attacking a Marine. Cortana? I mean, she sacrificed herself, I guess? There's so much data that's echoing around of her, though. And it's, I guess, like, the weapon locked her down to, like, I don't know, the weapon locked her down, I guess, in the silent auditorium or somewhere. She got locked down somewhere, and Atriox came in. So I guess the weapon defeated Cortana, took away her empire? And Atriox was doing that after the weapon locked her down? And that's what he was saying? Like, brought to the knees at the hands of your creators or whatever? So, I mean, I guess... I don't know. I guess because the weapon is a copy of Cortana, without any of the, like before she met Chief, I don't know. I still think there's more to explore there. We might get it in a book. I don't know. I need to read more of the Halo books. I think there's definitely more to that story. Cortana. I guess the Ungoi of Balaho, the homeworld of the Ungoi, the Grunts, decided that they were going to join the Created. And so Cortana sent ships full of advanced technology, agricultural support stations, food, medicine, and shelter to the planet because they joined, and the Covenant glassed Balaho a couple hundred years before Halo happened. Halo Infinite can't decide if it's a breakup game or a dad game. What a headline. Halopedia. Yeah, here we go. Is there anything on here about second sacrifice? Here we go. As a plan to defeat Cortana once and for all, she is locked down by the weapon, an exact copy of herself to be transported by the Master Chief to the UNSC Infinity, where she will be deleted. However, after Cortana is locked down and Infinity is destroyed, Atriox manages to corner Cortana and attempts to coerce her into handing over the ring to the Banished. With her empire falling apart around her and Atriox having supposedly killed the Master Chief, demanding her help in unlocking the secrets of the Silent Auditorium, Cortana is confronted with the reality of her own actions. After contemplating her mistakes and what needs to be done, Cortana thanks Atriox for helping her to make her choice and asks Atriox if he knew how he was going to die, how would he live his life differently. Atriox states that he would have changed nothing. Cortana thanks him before walking away, declaring that she is making things right. Cortana then destroys part of the ring, keeping the Banished from being able to fire it. She also prevents the weapon from being deleted now that her mission is over, knowing that the Master Chief will need other AI's help. Months later, the Master Chief and the weapon recover the framework that the weapon had used to capture Cortana, which still contains fragments of the activation index. Traveling throughout the Halo, the two witness echoes of Cortana's life, including several memories of her past with the Master Chief. After witnessing Cortana's sacrifice, the two are stunned by her actions. Following the Master Chief's defeat of the Harbinger, Cortana appears to him one last time, echoing her words on Ivanov Station, that he would get paired with another AI and possibly even another Cortana model if Halsey let them. Having discarded her more militaristic look for her original appearance, Cortana playfully teases the two and states that she sees a lot of potential in the weapon, who is a copy of Cortana herself, minus all of her experiences over the years. Cortana calls this a chance to make amends and to rectify mistakes rather than a goodbye. Cortana admits that she was wrong in all that she did, having forgotten that the whole point of all this, the reason she chose the Master Chief in the first place, was because they were supposed to be a perfect team together. In her last moment, Cortana knows that her mission is to make sure that her best friend and his new companion learn from her mistakes and become stronger because of them. I chose well, Master Chief, I really did. Now it's up to you, concludes Cortana before walking through the Master Chief and vanishing for the last time. The Master Chief, devastated by the loss of Cortana, is left speechless for his final goodbye, while the weapon doesn't know what to say. It still doesn't explain why she's really had this epiphany that she's done wrong. Leonidas. Smart AI formerly in command of Laconia Station. He was... Yeah, that was what we saw in this game, where after she was contacted by Leonidas, Cortana asked him to destroy the Spartan 4 training station along with 76 Spartan 4s. She then focuses her attention on getting Atriox and the Banished to surrender to her, and then she uses her Guardians to destroy Doisac, the homeworld of the Jiralhane, or the Brutes. Cortana Jr. Yeah, I feel like she's probably just going to go by Cortana. I guess we're led to assume that. But, I don't know. There's still a lot of questions. Hopefully we get a story DLC. Like I said, it's going to be a while before we get a story DLC. They want to rework customization for multiplayer. They want to rework... They want to rework customization. They want to rework progression. They already delayed Season 1 from being 3 months to 6 months. And that was presumably to give them time to work on co-op campaign. They said they were going to be adding new weapons to the game. And then after new weapons, they were going to be adding new maps to multiplayer. So there's a lot of development still left with that. But they said they were going to be adding new maps and weapons. And now they're going to be reworking customization. They're going to be reworking progression. Like, that's a lot for them to do. And then adding co-op campaign at the same time. Like, assuming it still launches with... Assuming it still launches with co-op campaign in Season 2, like, there's still a lot there. And then they're going to be working on Forge throughout all of Season 2 so that it launches Forge in Season 3, which, assuming that they stay with a 3-month thing, unless they're going to continue to do 6-month seasons, we get a 6-month season. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May. And then we get June, July, August being Season 2. September, October, November being Season 3. So that's a full year until Season 3. And after that point is likely when we'll start seeing development work on a new story DLC. Or at least, you know, they're going to be working on it in the background throughout all these other seasons. They're going to have like one team dedicated to multiplayer, or one section dedicated to like multiplayer the whole time. Right now they're going to be having half their team probably be working on multiplayer and half of it working on co-op campaign, or maybe like 1/3 working on co-op campaign and the rest all working towards reworking all the stuff in multiplayer. Hopefully by Season 2 multiplayer is in a good spot. Then there'll be like a team working on 1/3 of the team working on Forge, 1/3 working on like a campaign maybe, and then 1/3 working on just multiplayer balancing and upkeep and new maps and weapons and all that stuff. And then Season 3 comes out. Now they got the multiplayer team. They got maybe a new campaign team. And then, you know, this third team just is support or something. Like, I imagine that might be what happens. And then hopefully Season 4 launches with a DLC. But even still, that's a year out. So we'll see how that works out, I guess. Also, I love this. This is the original menu. Oh, no. This is like a Halo 1 menu. There's one in the multiplayer map Streets, and that's the original menu for the game. I guess they have separate menus. But I guess I'm going to like go back through all these areas, all the ones that I can. I guess I got all of them in this one. But like any area that I can still go back to, this foundation. I can't go back to this. Worship Gabraken. I can't go back there. There's a skull there. So I guess I'll start looking up like if things are able to be like if this stuff is permanent unlocks. If it's permanent unlocks, I can just do a legendary playthrough. Because I guess there's a legendary ending. They said it's the same ending. It's just got dialogue now, according to Mr. Clean. He's already done a legendary playthrough. He said it's the same ending. It just has dialogue. So maybe the Atriox thing has dialogue. I was really expecting Cortana to like pretend to be the weapon. I didn't expect her to like just to be close to Chief again, to figure out like maybe use Chief to destroy the Banished, and then she reveals herself and we go back to being the created struggle again. I don't know, it just seems so weird that was all handled in the background. Because the last book we got, Shadows of Reach, it was still a very huge like power play. And then we come in and the created has been handled in the background, which was like a fear that I had. I'm upset that happened, to be honest. Like I love this game. This was a great story. I love the mystery, the theorizing of it. This is the first time I've been able to play like a Halo. Well, I guess it's not really the first time. But it's the first time I've been understanding of the Halo lore enough to the point where I could like theorize while I was playing the game. I played Halo 5, but like I didn't know anything. I did the same with Halo 4. But I don't know, it just feels different knowing everything or most of the lore and then playing the game and being able to theorize about stuff versus like just playing the game and like learning as I'm going, no theorizing. I very much enjoyed this. Also, why was it so hard to find the fucking silent auditorium? Right there. I looked at the map and I was like, yeah, this is going to be the end of the game. Bada bing, bada boom, it was the end of the game. I said that at the beginning of the stream. Did I do anything on these other islands over here? I wonder if I can actually go over there. Can I fast travel over there? Can I not go back? I went there from this and I somehow got... Oh, I think there was a teleporter. I was here. I guess what is all this then? I wonder if I can get a Phaeton. Let me see. Let's go see if I can explore that area, huh? Where's a fob? There's a fob. Let's do some last minute exploring. We're only 2.5 hours in. We watched the whole credits together. I'll have to do a whole playthrough on Legendary. It's probably not worth it for me to... I can probably do a whole stream on Legendary again. I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind doing a stream on it, but... I don't know how worth it would be. Because the only thing Legendary adds is extra difficulty and, you know, a little bit of a different ending. So it might be worth it, you know, if you're not going to play it yourself. The Legendary ending is the most rewarding when you actually do it yourself. So there's that. But if you're not going to do it yourself, you know, it's probably worth it just to look it up on YouTube right now if you're that interested. I mean, unless you'll be here with me and I can talk to you about it, like in person. But let's go over there and figure out what all this is. Assuming I can actually fly over there. Hopefully I can. Saving checkpoint. Perfect. We are now at the point. So now we can use that as a gauge to... No. Damn. Let's see, maybe there was like an invisible wall or something. Let's try and go over this way. Well, I'm definitely going to be achievement hunting and finishing this game off. I will have to do it on Legendary. That's okay, though. Planned on doing it anyways. I think I still have to do Halo 5 on Legendary as well. A lot of shit that I have to do on Legendary. It's hard to do it solo. At least in the other games. This one feels a lot more manageable. With all the options in it. Oh? I guess I just couldn't go over that. Okay. Aw. Oh, that was close. Why have all this stuff here if like there's nothing there? Like what's this over here? Is there supposed to be more? Like was there supposed to be more missions that got cut again? That's what happened in Halo 2. There's like all this stuff in the game. There's like damn. The in one of the underwater sections or something, there was supposed to be Forerunner tank the level, and you would like go through a tunnel and whatever, and there's still like remnants of the tunnel built into the map, even though the level was cut. Well, I guess that last little bit of exploring that I tried to do isn't gonna pan out. So I suppose I will be just doing this. I won't waste your time and bore you with me just going around maybe looking up guides or looking for skulls and stuff. Yeah, see there's a guardian over there. I won't waste your time with any of that though. I'm just gonna explore on my own. I'm gonna look up like if all this stuff is permanent. I know that, or at least I think the skulls are permanent unlocks. So if I find them, you know, it's I'll be able to use them kind of deal. I'm gonna look up that, all that stuff. Collect all the Spartan things that I'm missing. Pursuit Hydra. Huh. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if I get the cool grav hammer. Let's go see. Let's go see what weapons I got in my fob. I was a little worried, no lie. Plasma axes, dude. Oh, I'm so glad you get this. Let's see. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's see how it differs from a normal energy sword, if I have one. I guess I only have the duelist energy sword. Yeah, I guess I just have the duelist energy sword. I don't get a standard one. Kind of weird. Let's see how it compares. All black handle. It looks to be the same shape. I don't like the shape. And the color, like the way the plasma looks is weird. I think the peak design for an energy sword was Halo 2. I don't like how it holds the sword in front of you. It's not up. It's like pointed. That kind of looks weird animation-wise for me. I don't know. But the sound, I think, is really weak. I think they could redo the sound. I think the Halo 4, maybe even just the Halo 2 one. Halo 4 was really cool, the activation sound. But Halo 2, I think, is like the peak visual design for an energy sword. I doubt they'd ever redesign it, but I think the Halo 2 one is by far the best looking energy sword they've ever made. Or the Halo 2 anniversary, excuse me. Man, I wish I could, like, there's probably a skull for infinite ammo. Alright. Well, I guess there's not much else for me to do. Is there any new vehicles that I unlocked? Let's look at that, I guess. Mongoose, Wasp, yeah, no. Rocket Hog. Just got the variants that I knew I was gonna get. Oof. Let's admire this. Yeah, it's different than a hammer. This is a mace. Or an axe. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I actually just finished the game. I was just talking about there's not really much else for me to do. I was doing lore discussion and stuff, or not really lore discussion, but I was looking up stuff about like Cortana. I don't think Cortana's sacrifice really makes sense. Hopefully we get a story DLC really explaining that. I hope she's not actually dead. I don't believe she's dead. I saw the after credit scene. I knew Atriox wasn't dead. I didn't believe that. I still don't believe Cortana's dead, even though it's kind of heavily implied that she is dead. I still don't believe she's actually dead. There's so much unexplained. Like, why does she have such a change of heart? She was literally a galactic power, you know? Like, what caused her to go through this revelation that she's actually wrong and evil? It's not explained, and I think that's a very important part of who she is as a character. So there's still that mystery. I'm excited to see the future of the Xilonin. I thought the Harbinger was going to be a precursor, but turns out the Xilonin are just a new race that they've created, or at least so far that's all we know about it, that they're a new race. Atriox isn't dead. That's what the end credit scene is. You saw it, right? The end credit scene happens after the game. At least I think it does. I think it's implied that it happens after the game because the silent auditorium would have had to have been unlocked for him to open the chamber of the Silixes for the Endless or the Xylonin. So I assume that means that he's not dead. He just told everyone he was dead so he could focus on his own mission and just let Escharum lead the Banished in his place. I don't think he's dead. Because he wasn't dead in Halo Wars 2. At the end of Halo Wars 2, like the true end with the DLC and everything. No, that's definitely Atriox. The ending of Halo Wars 2, like the full ending after the DLCs and everything, still shows Atriox on the ring. You have to read Shadows of Reach to find out that he gets off the ring. Escharum goes to Reach and activates a permanent slip space portal that was connected to the Ark to bring Atriox off the ring, or off the Ark, and bring him to Reach so that they could then, because remember the Enduring Conviction, Atriox's flagship, was destroyed by Jerome and Isabella. So he had no way off the Ark. He was stuck there with all the forces he had remaining. And so Escharum got him off the Ark and brought him to Reach so that they could leave and come here. And so he had a mission that he wanted to complete. For whatever reason, he wants to bring the Endless back. The Xylonin. So for whatever reason, he wants to bring them back. Doesn't make much sense to me, but he wants to bring them back. And so he decided to just give control of the Banished to Escharum, I guess? Because Escharum was Atriox's teacher, according to Escharum. So he just trusted his mentor and teacher, and perhaps even father figure, to lead the Banished in his stead while he went off on a mission he deemed more important. Felt that the Master Chief, he had already beaten him once, that if he could beat him, his master could too. So I mean, I guess that's what happened, and it didn't work out that way. But now Atriox has Silixes of the Endless, and whatever the Endless end up being, like maybe they're not precursors. There's no way. I was holding out hope for a long time that they would be, but there's no way. I don't think. But there's still more. I hope there's still more with the Cortana story. I'm interested to see the future of the Xylonin. I'm interested to see the weapon's name revealed. I mean, I guess it's assumed that it's going to be Cortana, but I kind of just want to hear her say it or hear Chief say it. That would be nice. But yeah, I mean that's what I'm looking forward to. But we probably won't see a story DLC until Season 4 of multiplayer, assuming they don't have any more delays on seasons. Yeah, I mean I hope so. They haven't announced anything officially, but I think that's because they knew that there's gonna be a lot of work. They're gonna be reworking a lot of multiplayer, which is gonna take it's gonna take all of Season 1 to redo, really. We'll probably see a relaunched multiplayer with Season 2 when they add co-op campaign, assuming Season 2 is still launching with co-op campaign. Season 3 was supposed to launch with Forge, so we'll see if that happens. I doubt it'll happen earlier, but maybe it will. There's been no official release date on co-op campaign even. They just said that they're going to be shooting for season 2. So I mean, hopefully we see that. But there's just so much on their plate. I don't personally expect to see a story DLC until season 4. Hopefully it launches with season 4. Like maybe there's a team working on it right now in the background or whatnot. I just don't see it until season 4. I don't see that they're gonna. I mean, they could always surprise me and be like, "Oh yeah, we've launched co-op campaign, and we've also launched a story DLC," because it'll be 6 months later. I mean, that's a good time to launch a DLC. 6 months later, right? So I don't know. I don't personally think we'll see it until season 4, but we shall see. Nonetheless, I would rather them polish everything in the game currently, rather than than focusing on adding stuff that they. I mean, you could argue that they need a story DLC, but I think the story wraps up quite nicely. I mean, there's still mysteries. But those mysteries are there to build off of in the future. I would rather them kind of finalize and polish everything that's in the game right now before they start worrying about adding more to the situation. I guess that really just pulls you down. So yeah, I mean, I want them to fix multiplayer, add co-op campaign, and just fix everything, polish it all before they start worrying about adding stuff that they don't need yet. So, fast travel is online. Let me double check, make sure that I can't fast travel to anything here. Because there's all this lovely space over here that's just unused. So I think that maybe there was like a cut mission or something. Because it's really just this straight line here. And then you get, more or less teleported over here. And this map isn't even right. Because there's still an island right here. That's around this. I don't know. Let's see if we can climb to the top of that tower, huh? Can I get over there quickly? Yeah. We'll climb to the top of the tower, and I think that'll probably be the end of the stream. Because I don't really... the only other thing left would be for me to like restart and play it on Legendary, but I kind of want to go through and get all the collectibles. Yeah, I'm excited to see it come out. But now I guess I get to focus on multiplayer again because I haven't finished like any of my challenges. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not gonna let me up. Sad. Very sad. Alright, well, looking off into the sunset, I guess we'll have to do as a fitting ending. So we'll say goodbye there, I guess. yeah, so I guess I could come back and do a legendary stream if people wanted that. I'll put a poll on my Twitter. I'll put a poll on my Twitter. I'll leave it long running, because I don't usually stream Fridays. I have no reason not to anymore. I used to get busy on Fridays. I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna be at the Spider-Man No Way Home premiere. Or I guess it's not really a premiere. Premiere was tonight, but whatever. I'm not important enough to be invited. I just bought tickets. So I mean, I'll be there. So I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow night. So I'll leave a long-running poll on my Twitter. Yeah, I upload them all to YouTube. Um, I have the thing right here. They'll be I'll set this one to upload tonight, and it should be there in a few hours. It's only we're only at 3 hours long here. I have the other two videos, but I upload all my streams. I upload most of my streams. I did do a Jedi Fallen Order stream that didn't get uploaded at all, but all my Halo ones that you would have missed, they're on YouTube. No pressure to watch them or anything. They're obviously really long, and you're not gonna be like getting the live experience, but they're all there. If you wanted to, like, if you remember a moment from the campaign and you wanted to see like my reaction to it or whatever, they're all there. Um, and they have all the chat on the screen and everything. That's why I have the chat on the screen. So that's all there. No worries. No pressure to watch them or anything. But I'll have a long running poll going throughout the weekend for a legendary playthrough. And if you guys want to see it, I'll do it. If not, I'll just do it in my own time. No worries. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining in, for commenting, for joining me on this adventure. Been waiting 6 years for this Halo, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was really good. And so I'm glad you guys got to experience it with me. This was the first time I've streamed a Halo that I've never played before. So that was an enjoyable thing. It was nice to experience it with a group for the first time. So we're here at the end. Yeah, you have a good night, good day, whatever. It's 11 o'clock at night here, so I'm going to enjoy hunting for collectibles and stuff in this game, in Halo, and finishing off my save here before I start a legendary playthrough. So have a good night. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.